Okay, now here we have part 3 of the review of the HG Earthreee Gundam. Now on part 1 I mentioned about or talked about the Core Gundam. Part 2 I talked about how the docking sequence or the combination sequence work with the weapon as well. And on part 3 I'll be talking about the articulation on the Earthreee Gundam. Alright, so here we have the Earthreee Gundam, which is actually the completed form of the Core Gundam combined with the Earth armor. And as I mentioned on part 2, everything seems very stable and solid. Once again, when I first got this or saw this, I was very concerned regarding the stability of the kit, because I was worried that maybe all these parts were going to fall off on their own or maybe be unstable or shaky. None of that is happening at the moment, and I am very happy. And despite being the typical blue, white, red, yellow color scheme of a Gundam, I actually do like the design of it. And which means that I think I'll be getting more of these variants. So I know there's 2 more variants coming out soon, the red one and the green one. Definitely gonna try it out. So before we start, let's see the height comparison. When it was the Core Gundam, it was pretty much it was almost very short. But now with the completed version, it's now pretty much on the typical height, or maybe slightly taller than a typical HG kit. But yeah, it's now basically on the standard size for everyone can be happy about. Okay, so now let's get on to the review. So despite everything being like attached to the articulation, there hasn't been any changes regarding the articulation. So once again, the head can go down that much and then up that much. So once again, you can see there's no change at all. Actually, let me just, yeah, there we go. So head articulation is pretty much the same. 360 should be still possible. And once again, as I mentioned, for those who didn't listen, the neck is a polycap. And as you can see on the chest, the green section is actually a clear green piece, which I actually do like, and I think I forgot to sand down that nub mark, so I might need to redo that again. Yeah, and once again, the way how the chest section becomes entirely blue is because of the extra Earth armor. So the blue sections you see pretty much are from the blue is from the Earth armor. And now the shoulder articulation is still, since it's still on the ball joint, it still maintains the basic forward and backward movement. And despite having the armor, nothing really blocks the way of the sense of the design. So you can still go 90 degrees to the side, and you still have the 360 twist on the arm itself. And still, despite having the armor, you still have a nice double jointed bend. So none of the articulation from the Core Gundam has changed so far yet. And once again, the Core Gundam not having an ab crunch, the same goes for the Earthreee Gundam, obviously. And 360 twist still not possible because, once again, colliding. So that's still exactly the same. Now the backpack design, not the best design, but still, I do like its, its style, basically. Trying to use wings and such. Once again, now because of the armor, now moving the beam saber positions may not be easier because they pretty much lock into place because of the armor section, but still works pretty well. And for now, come on, I'm just gonna take out one. Oh, there we go, and then attach the longer one, and just show you guys right away how it holds the weapon. Well, pretty much should be the same because despite having the extra handguard, it's still the same hand. So once again. Now, like most beam saber hands, it may feel a little bit, too loose, but that's just the way how it is most of the time. Okay, the backpack itself, there's no moving points, and the back skirt, the way how it connects, since it's just a peg connection, there's no actual movement on the back skirt, so just keep that in mind. There's no side skirt, but I think they were trying to do something, but I think they just scrapped the idea. Now the front skirt, once again, you attach the blue sections to the yellow sections, and once again, if you want to separate them, you are able to separate them, but I feel like for the sake of attaching these, it would be just much more easier to have them connected at the moment. And once again, there are these holes on each side. There's no really use of these at the moment, but if you buy any like extra weapon set and such, and then you want to attach them, this is what you use. Okay. And then I believe regarding that leftover piece that I mentioned, if you want to, you have to take off the backpack and reattach this if you want to use this part as well. Okay, so far nothing has changed. Even regarding the legs, it still has the same connections, so still same side rotation or swivel. Now here's the legs. Now the leg articulation, I guess, depending on how you look at it or interpret it, it's kind of you could say it could be the same or kind of improved. So here we have the legs. It can still go front 90 degrees, but because of the back armor, or the back skirt armor, you can't go there anymore. It still can go less than 90 degrees, so same thing as the Core Gundam. But bending, you have a double jointed bend, so you could say this is actually an improvement. But technically, the way how this works is that if you see in the docking sequence, these are the feet. You can see these are the feet of the Core Gundam. So that's why, and there were actually two moving points on the feet as well. So which is why you are able to get this double jointed bend kind of articulation on the legs as well. So that is very nice. And then the feet, now they are technically ball jointed feet, but the way how everything's structured or connected is different. So we have this part that rotates 360 or can rotate 360, I think, but it's not going really 360 yet. Oh, okay, there you go. And then the ball joint is actually facing forwards, which is why we still have a nice movement going on, but this allows to have a nice pivot. That's what you call, right? This is a nice pivot going on. So you can pretty much pull out a lot of poses with this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I say they did a very good job considering what the Core Gundam is, and then considering how these armor parts are attached and nothing is falling apart. I am very impressed regarding this model kit, and which means I am definitely gonna pretty much get every variant out there if possible. Keep in mind, I believe the next two will still come with the Core Gundam, as far as I know, because the Core Gundam changes its color a little bit for those ones. So yeah. So, do I recommend it? Yes, I definitely recommend it. Even though you may not be interested, I would just even recommend it for, how should I say, for the build, because it's a very unique build. It's something that we don't really see too often, and it's something I'm really hoping to see something more similar or more stuff in the future. I would love to see like some sort of gym variant of this, like this. And according to the manual, not the Earthreee Gundam, but like the Core Gundam itself, on the manual mentions that it's based on the ARC-78, which I have some doubts regarding that. But yeah. Either way, thank you for watching the review. This was part 3 of the Earthreee Gundam, which was basically about its articulation. Now on part 2, I did show you guys how the beam rifle works, so I don't think I need to specify that even more. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the HG Earthreee Gundam. I would definitely recommend this for its unique build and unique structure. Nothing is really loose for me, so definitely, this is going to be a good kit. Alright, so once again, thank you for watching the review. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!